Hi, my name is Rodney Stewart. I'm a professional photographer and photography teacher, and I'm here today to talk about the Spark 400D, a fantastic kit that's suitable for business owners that want to photograph their own products. Now, this kit is fantastic. It comes with 2 heads, 2 stands, soft boxes, and a carry case that is on wheels. It makes it very transportable, of course, and gives you the amount of detail and quality that you want for your product. I'm going to introduce Jess. He's from Barnlight, Australia. Come on in, Jess.
How's it going?
Good, thanks, mate. Thanks for coming along today. Look, I just want you to just explain to people what your product is and how you go about it, or how you would like to be going about photographing it. Tell us about that.
Okay, so long story short, we make American style lighting. Normally suits stuff like Hamptons, Queenslander style houses, so on and so forth. And we're finding, because our product's quite modular, it's difficult for customers to visualize the product that we're selling them versus what they want. An example of this product here, we've got a silver clear on top. It's very difficult to get an actual photograph of the product, while making sure the actual lighting levels are correct. Keeping in mind that we've got different types of mounting, different types of shades. So size and proportion make things quite difficult to show on a website, frankly. And so the beginning of why we're doing what we're doing is try and get to customers quicker. Changing colours, changing styles, seasons makes a really big difference.
So you've set this up on your premises, and you need to have a suitable lighting kit to give you the best result as possible.
Trying to focus on a backing plate behind it, as well as the product in front of it. We want to be able to just turn the lights on and go, there's a product, take a photo, we're good to go. Very
good. Okay, so it has to be mounted on the wall, of course, and then you have to have the right point of view that shows not only the front, because if we were from here, you don't see the back of it, which is the mount. So you need to be at exactly the right angle, and the lighting has to be as spot on as possible. So you've got minimal shadows and a good soft light, so that if there is a shadow, it's a very soft one that also gives you detail.
The detail is important for us because if we look at the banding here, it's really difficult for us to show that banding on a very dark shade. We have a flat white called electro flat white, which looks very dirty when we're taking photographs of. Because the actual computer screen is not rendering that exact same color. With that in mind, we also have pendants, we have chain hung, we have stems, we've got sconces. So it's not just the one product, it's the combination of all the different products that make the exact same lighting each time.
Well, it's interesting because if the product is dark, like we've got one here that's quite bright, and we can see all the detail, you can see where the light is hitting it and the shadow that's falling off it. But with something dark, of course, when it does fall into shadow, it's going to be really too dark.
Extremely dark.
Unless it's black, but even then. But if you've got like a dark brown or a dark navy blue or something like the color of your shirt, then that could very easily go to black if it's not lit properly.
Correct, and we're having that big difficulty. We have a metallic finish that we describe it as dancing, because in the sun, the actual color is bright and brilliant because being a flat color, it shows illumination across the whole area. Whereas most stuff in the industry is actually quite glossy. So we're finding when we're taking photos, this area here looks perfectly bright, and that is just black. And it's not supposed to be those colors either way.
All right, so we're going to be talking about the position of our lights and how these soft boxes are fantastic for solving those problems. Okay, Jess, so if you want to grab your camera and bring it over, we'll position it, and then we'll start to set up our lighting.
Excellent.
Thanks, mate. Okay, so Jess, what we've got to do now is work in the manual mode on your camera. So we're going to set it up so that we're on 200th of a second, and this might sound a bit crazy, but at f22, which gives you maximum depth of field, meaning that you can photograph and focus here and get this sharp as well.
That's what I want.
That's going to be the perfect situation. Now this is the trigger that sits on top of your camera, which we've got to set up, basically just place it on the top. It's worked out so it's in two different groups, Group A and Group B, so that we can control each one of them individually. So just what we need is to have the ideal situation with the lighting. And what can happen sometimes is the light can be front here and then big shadow at the back, and that can cause a problem, okay? So what we need to do now is have even distribution of light. So we have our product here and we have two lights, one here, and the same capacity or amount of light coming out. And what happens is they actually cross over. So what can happen is if you have two lights faced into the middle, okay, you can get a hot spot. If you have two lights facing on each side of the light, you can get two hot spots. So what we do is we cross over like this, and then we get excess light in the middle that's evenly distributed. So what we're going to do is bring in our secondary light over here, your product, okay, and we just balance that up so it's there. And what happens now is, even though your camera is here and your point of view is from there, let's bring this out a little bit, okay? We're now going to have a crossover there, okay? And we'll get a really, really beautiful distribution of light that's very even, very easy for you to contour for your website, okay? And we basically test it and we get f22, which is the maximum f-stop that we can get. Technical talk for you, but okay, important to get the most detail as possible.
Excellent.
Okay? Okay, so Jess, if you could just establish your point of view or where you want to be, okay, so that you can see what you need to through the camera, okay? And now you've got to be happy with that. I'm standing out here. The frame's good. Okay, so your point of view has to be that you see the full detail of the front.
Correct.
And right through to the back to the base.
Correct.
Okay, and then that means that it has to be sharp here and sharp here is ideal for you.
Correct.
That's what you'll get with this product. It's fantastic. Okay, so let's have a look at this.
Looks as though I've actually got those details that I'm looking for.
Yes, yes.
Nice clean gooseneck, and I've definitely got the markings of the product that I need. So that's going to show the customer much richer experience, I guess, just using their tablet or their phone at home to otherwise make a purchase. So yeah.
I also think that if you've got something that like just a direct light, okay, you will get a hot spot.
Yeah.
But the soft boxes give it a shape, and you can see the shape of the soft box, which is very flattering. Yeah, so the choice is very good like that. It's perfect for contouring. You can see the situation there. There's a tiny bit of fall off at this end here, but we won't see that in the long run anyway, so I don't think we have to worry.
No, truth be told, once we get a good photo, we're basically cleaning the back end for it. So customers never really see that to the edge of the left. It's more like the product itself. Fantastic.
All right, well, we'll continue on. Now we're photographing white on white, okay, but we don't want to make it one-dimensional either. We want to have it so it has a little bit of shadow, but that shadow is not in an intense black, it's a soft, flattering shadow. So we may have to bump this light up to more powerful, okay, to this one, so there's a little bit of fall off. So we'll give that a go.
And can we save the settings so that next time I take the exact same color?
We can, yeah. Once you get the formula, you can then do it. If you've got the same environment, you've got the right distance, we just record all that, okay, and you can go back to that each time.
So long story short, I get the exact same color, click, shoot, I'm done.
Exactly. And if you want to shoot that now, mate, we'll just have a look at that.
Good. That is infinitely better than I had before.
Yeah, very good. All right, and we're still receiving detail on the left-hand side?
It would appear so.
Yep.
Yep, I'm definitely seeing the actual detail I'm looking for.
All right, that's what we were after. So what we've got to do, Jess, sometimes we're in a situation where we can't just have equivalent output on the power of each light. We might have to change it, like we were talking about before, so that when we get a highlight on one side, and then we get this nice wraparound of a little bit of like a tiny tonal change, okay? From, it's still white, but it can be white to off-white. It gives you that feeling of light and shade. So you can have it so that this light here, which is group A, is stronger than group B, and by minimal amounts, okay? So there's just a nice fall off on one side that gives you dimension.
Excellent. All right. That's...
So we've covered off the white. Are there any other products that you have that have you found challenging in the past? Jess?
We have two metallics. One is a brassy color, one's a darker copper color, and they're very difficult to get the right amount of light on the unit by maintaining that brightness throughout. So definitely burnished copper is a difficult issue.
All right, look, we'll get rid of this one, replace it. We'll have a look at our lighting by just doing a test, and then we'll see what problems it's showing, and then we'll look about rectifying them.
Okay, let's go do it. So as mentioned, Rod, we had issues with shadows in the past and overexposure, so on and so forth. With this colour, because of how dark it is, we're finding it really difficult, of course, in the backing plate to show that amount of rich redness in the photo. So every time we take a photo, we're feeling as though we're getting a hot spot on the actual shade and absolutely nothing behind it. So do you have any suggestions?
What we're trying to do in the studio is to replicate the point of view of the sun. Now, rarely do you shoot with the sun kind of like at a horizon level. You shoot with it pretty much at 2 to 3 o'clock p.m. sort of thing. So it's coming down at an angle. So we're basically duplicating that, or trying to replicate that. So we've got our key light with group A coming down from the top, and we're also doing the same a little bit lower with group B. So it gets that kind of light from the top, you get a little bit of shadow underneath. I've got a reflector, okay, which we bring in here like so, and off you go. And that should solve the problem.
Yeah, that's perfect. There's absolutely nothing on that backing plate that says it's too dark, and because most of the products that we sell are higher quality, it's really difficult to show that type of metallic that is true and not, I suppose, fake in some regard. So this is excellent.
From a photographer's point of view, your product is ideal because it has a lovely quality to it. It's just got to be lit right. And the way the light catches that surface, the metallic, it looks beautiful. So, great. So do you want to tell us about this particular product, Jess? Sure.
That is going to be a new product of sorts. It's the Atomic Industrial Gooseneck Barnlight. What's different about this model is that the actual gooseneck itself has a smaller diameter. So when we're taking, again, the exact same type of detail on the backing plate, we're also taking detail of the glass and the cascade, and trying to get metallics and clear glass and details on the backing is always difficult. We've always obviously got the glass itself so like overexposed, or we can't edit out the background behind it, which might be too dark. So there's a lot of photography problems with this product.
Okay, well, good product. The texture looks fantastic and it's a really good color. Okay, the main problem we've got, of course, is anything that is like glass and is going to pick up reflections of whatever's in the room. So what we've got to do, if we were to have umbrellas, you're going to see umbrellas in there. And umbrellas can be kind of like a bit of a crazy shape, okay? Whereas a softbox has a nice shape. So if we do see something, we want to see something good. But the best thing to do is try and hide that. So we're going to bring our light up out of the way and make it look like, or reproduce like we did before, sunlight, okay, from above sort of thing. So we'll raise this one here, and the other one we're going to take further back so it's out of the way of the reflection, and light the background a little bit, and we'll see how we go from there. So I'm just going to move around and raise this up to about there, okay? And then our group B light, we will now take out this way and then take this up a little bit as well, okay, like that.
So the purpose of that is making sure that they're not hitting a hot spot?
Well, we don't want to see anything in here if possible, okay? Because it's like photographing a Porsche or something that's highly reflective, okay? If you point a light at it, you get a hot spot. It looks ugly. So what we've got to do is broaden the light source, which we've got with the soft boxes, okay? And then you also get a very nice shape if you do see something. At the moment, I'm guessing that we won't see too much because the angle of incidence, they call it, the angle is away from what the glass is seeing, okay, and same with this one. So if you want to just check out your point of view there and just see how that goes.
Yeah, I cannot see any soft boxes anywhere on this right now.
Yeah, can I have a look? Yep.
is highly detailed. Backing plays perfect.
Good.
And the glass, I can barely see the softbox, the very, very top of that glass, but that could
Very
just
soft,
be,
what
yeah,
you can
it's
see.
not even worse than
That's
disgusting.
worked better than what I thought.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay, so that's really good. This part here is a feature.
Correct.
And you want to see the detail.
Yeah.
And we're getting that, so that's perfect, okay. So again, we've got depth of field, sharp here, sharp at the base. Might be challenging if we had the 1.5, you were saying there's a long version of this to get that, but this here, plenty of depth of field.
You'll notice that there actually is detail on the bottom of that cast guard, which I'm actually seeing in this photo for the first time.
So is that right?
It's even better, yeah.
Oh, okay, that's great. Good news, okay. All right, moving on. Okay, Jess, so just to show you some of the details of how this works, okay? This is a diffuser, okay, which just softens the light.
Yep.
It's on a Velcro and just slips off there. We've actually got another one of these, okay? So there's double. This is very simply, it hooks on here.
Yep.
When it's assembled, okay? So you've got one level of diffusion, then you've got a secondary level of diffusion, okay? And you know, that enhances and gives it a really soft, lovely light, okay? And if we rotate this around, I'm just gonna turn this, well, first just get rid of this to show you. Okay, just pop that to the side. I'm just gonna turn this around now, so, and just demonstrate what you can see from here now. The on-off switch power is here, okay? So we've got a test button here, okay, which operates that. We've also got the control of the output, which is just simply a dial, okay? And, you know, we would set that and then test it, okay? And we've also got a modeling light, which we can activate or not, and that's on bright, that's off. If I rotate this round, you can see how that works. That's on medium, full, and off, okay? Now the modeling light, there's a bulb, there's two bulbs in these flash units, okay? And one is so that you can view your product, okay, for focusing, okay? And if you were doing a portrait, you want to be able to see where the light's going, okay? But that's not actually the light that you're photographing with, okay? There's a flash tube in there as well, and that activates with, as you press the button on the camera. Okay, so Jess, we've got the trigger that usually sits on the camera, and I can activate that by releasing the flash with that button there. But it's now on full power, which is at 9, okay?
Okay.
And
what is full power?
Full power is 400 watts per second, okay? And we can now decrease that by the increments of 8.9 right down. I'm going to take it right down to 8, okay? And if you put your, leave your thumb on the trigger for a particular amount of time, I'll do that again. It goes to 7, and I've halved the amount of power again. I'll do that down to 6, okay? I'm halving it again, it's dumping, okay? And now I'll do it again to 5. And I'll go to 4, and 4 is the minimum that you can go to before it goes to sleep, okay? So we go down to here, okay, and you can see it's going down there, and it's now gone to sleep. So Jess, we've covered a lot of points today. Do you think you've got what you need to carry on from here?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to start with this kit.
Yep.
Definitely that's the first thing I'm going to be doing, and probably some more investments in this area. I didn't realize, ironically, lighting is important in lighting.
Yeah, well, I think there's, you know, other people in your position that are, you know, photographing their own products, okay? And, you know, they need some guidance too. But thank you very much for today with all your help. And yeah, we'll look forward to, you know, seeing you again, okay?